If certain wicked people will burn many days for their own individual sins, how long will Satan burn if he's to bear the future ultimate punishment for the sins of all the righteous? Just do the math. That's why Ellen White wrote the following words. There's two statements, powerful statements by Ellen White here. She's speaking first of all about during the millennium. This is the bottom of page 171. Then I saw thrones, and Jesus and the redeemed saints sat upon them. And the saints reigned as kings and priests unto God. Christ, in union with his people, judged the wicked dead, comparing their acts with the statute book, the word of God, and deciding every case according to the deeds done in the body. This is the millennial investigative judgment. Then they meted out to the wicked the portion that they must suffer. So is each wicked person going to suffer a different portion? Yeah, it's simple justice. Let me ask you this. Would it be just for a judge to say to someone who goes through a traffic light, I condemn you to the death penalty? Is there a different punishment for someone who goes through a red light versus someone who kills someone? What would you think about a judge who condemns both to the same punishment? That wouldn't be justice. She continues, then they meted out to the wicked the portion that they must suffer, according to their works, and it was written against their names in the book of death. Satan also and his angels were judged by Jesus and the saints. Listen to this now. Satan's punishment, this is the execution of the sentence, by the way. Satan's punishment was to be far greater than that of those whom he had deceived. Not only greater in intensity, but greater in length, because she continues saying, his suffering would so far exceed theirs as to bear no comparison with it. Wow. After all those whom he had deceived had perished, Satan was still to live and suffer on much longer. How much longer? For a long, indefinite period of time whose end is not in the purview. And then we have this last statement, Great Controversy 673. The wicked receive their recompense in the earth. They shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. Some are destroyed as in a moment, while others suffer many days. All are punished according to their deeds. The sins of the righteous having been transferred to Satan, he is made to suffer not only for his own rebellion, but for all the sins which he has caused God's people to commit. His punishment is to be far greater than that of those whom he has deceived. After all have perished, who fell by his deceptions, he is still to live and suffer on. In the cleansing flames, the wicked are at last destroyed, root and branch, Satan the root, his followers the branches. The full penalty of the law has been visited, the demands of justice have been met, and heaven and earth, beholding, declare the righteousness of Jehovah. Are you catching the picture? So when it says that the smoke of the harlot's torment ascends forever, does that mean that the harlot is going to suffer in the fires of hell endlessly? There's going to be some corner in the universe where the harlot, the religious leaders, and all the wicked are going to be screaming and crying out because they're writhing in the flames. Is that going to happen? No, that's not going to happen. The suffering will be long. And there will be real conscious suffering, according to the word basanizo. But after this period whose end cannot be seen, the wicked and Satan will burn out. And then God will make a new heavens and a new earth where righteousness dwells. Is this clear? Why is Satan going to suffer much longer than the wicked? Are there some people that are less wicked than others? Do you think Hitler was more wicked than many people? Yeah. So is he going to suffer longer? Yeah. What about the person who was a pretty moral person? You know, they didn't kill anybody or commit adultery or anything, but they refused to accept Jesus Christ. Is their suffering going to be as long as Hitler's suffering? Is Satan's suffering going to be as long as Hitler's suffering? Are you kidding me? Satan was the one who caused Hitler to do that. So can you imagine how long Satan's punishment is going to be? It's going to last a very, very long period of time. But after that long period, Satan and the wicked will burn out, and God will have a clean universe, and it will be clean forever and ever.